There we go. That is another Subnautica that looks like we are broadcasting successfully for. I can only hope the chat works as well as it did. While we wait for the game to load, before I go into panic mode and worry about drowning, I'm gonna take the stuff I need to take that I've been forgetting about. Funny, my OBS doesn't think I'm live right now. It says I should consider... It says I should consider a stream. I should pick one, but I have. So, sucks to suck, I guess. There we go. Take this water. I'm not sure what caused the damage. I'm assuming that the cameras here can cause the damage, but we'll check in a second. I need to finish drinking this. I mean, I guess that's also going to be your reminder from me to stay hydrated. Okay, let's get into this. The microphone's moved a little bit. Let's see, where's camera? Camera 1 is here. Pretty simple leak? Yeah, pretty simple leak. I can just repair that. I'm pretty sure I have at least one of the... things to go towards a battery charger, or am I thinking... I might be thinking of below zero. Also, sorry if I sound a little bit lower energy today. I'm very excited to play Subnautica. I've just had a very tiring day. I also need to think of a name for the little hoverfish I'm gonna have, and I can't remember if they ever gave that one a name other than calling it the big-eyed fish. But the battery, anyway, the battery charge is definitely going to be a top priority given... Yeah, voice crack, I guess. Voice crack. It's definitely going to be a priority given the amount of batteries we're going to be burning through. I'll bring us... Oh wait, I was going to say I'll bring a spare battery with me just in case, but I already have two. Let's take a listen to this and we'll probably check out one of the life pods. I do want to get started on making some kind of ship so we can go deeper, but... that might need to wait.
Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Oh, that's good news. I'm gonna need to... I was going to say pick up bladderfish for water, but I do know I've... Oh, I can scan that. Forgot about that. But I do know I've been wanting to try and make my own... I do know I've been wanting to make my own water from bleach and salt a little bit more. So I'll probably get like 1-2 samples of that and then go down and pick up 2 piles of salt. It's kind of funny because it'd be exciting to get a water filtration system so I could, you know, water filtrate and get the salt to make more. But by the time you have a water filtration system, you don't need all of the extra salt to make water. It makes the water for you. I guess if I was really desperate I could, but that's okay. There we go, got the salt we need. I'm also going to pick up some extra glass because I remember I wanted to make an aquarium so I could actually have a replenishing source of, fish for the bioreactor. No offense to those little fish, I absolutely love them, but, I need power, sorry. It's gonna be okay, little guys. I think, if I remember correctly, which I most likely don't, I'm pretty sure a lot of battery charger fragments can be found in the mushroom forest. But you know, we'll figure it out when we get to it. I was using that as a reference for getting back to my base, but I guess they've even dragged camera 2 out already. Those guys are a little bit annoying. Might have to deal with them at some point. Here we go. Let's get this base open before we drown. And we can make... Oh, I forgot. It's a little bit in here. And then we can make second bleach. Wait, that means I've just made 4 water, so I've actually I've actually made a ton compared to what I wanted to. Also, don't mind me. I'm just fidgeting, being a little bit annoying as I usually am. Oh, this game's too relaxing. I think I'll take all of this. I think I'll take all of this water with me when I go out anyway, because the player just dehydrates like crazy. Didn't realize I already had one of those creature eggs. I'm gonna be mean and feed it to the bioreactor. No, I'm sorry to the other guys that did that too. Did the eggs just get eaten instantly? Weird. I thought they'd be like a pretty decent source of power. Unless that was it cycling through and then just taking that away instantly. Anyway, we already have a sea moth depth module, so we're basically set when we get a sea moth. Did we deploy a mobile vehicle bay? I seem to remember doing that. And it would have been somewhere out here, I think. Yeah. What I was wondering is if I should make a Cyclops first, but I do think the sea moth is just going to be infinitely more useful. I'm going to hope that's not a Reaper Leviathan, and that is just a playful stalker. You a little stalker? Yeah, it was just a stalker. I'm going to pin that sea moth recipe, and that can be one of the things we focus on, because I can definitely get that today. If I built the large room, which is way more expensive than I thought it would be, I can make a sea moth. I already have the lead. I forgot to drop off the quartz in my inventory, so I will do that. But we already have the lead. I think the lubricant will be dead simple. We have all the stuff for the glass. Titanium ingot will be the annoying one, because we need 10. Sorry, I was thinking about the power cell and what we need for that, but that's not too big of a deal, so I'm going to head out and get some of that scrap, and then at the same time as I'm getting that scrap, I'll probably head over and get Creepvine's seed cluster, since all that stuff seems to pop up in the same area anyway. There we are. Just sweeping over to see if there's anything. What was that? Is it this? I didn't think the camera light was on though. That was really weird. Well, I'm glad that's on stream, so it can be seen again. And I don't remember acid mushrooms being that bright, but I guess they just are. Anyway, that major distraction aside, let's go get that scrap and the Creepvine seed clusters. I already see the seed clusters here. I just don't see much in the way of scrap, which is weird because, you know, I would say they spend all day gathering it, but they might not actually with the with all the cameras around. That looks like enough though. And I'll see if I can fill up my inventory on this stuff, considering it really doesn't go far. And I'll see if I can scan this guy. No, the game's not having it today. Just let me scan it. I'm so glad they let you keep the progress. But what's up with the game today? Should these guys even be all the way? Okay, I'll leave you alone. I don't wanna bother whatever it is you're going through. They got some interesting stuff going on in their heads, and I don't think it's my place to question it. Well, we have most of that stuff. I'll go a little bit closer so I can fill up my inventory. I just need 1, 2. I'll just pick up 2 more scrap, and then we'll circle on back. Do I need anything else? I guess I can pick up 3 quartz along the way. But knowing me, I'll find other stuff I need but don't have the room for. I want to scan the sand shark. Are sand sharks always this goofy? I feel like I don't remember them being this silly. Come on, let me scan you. Let me scan you, buddy. There we go. And I'll just overtake it. All the voice cracks today. I'll overtake it on the way back. I love the music of this game. I'm so excited for Subnautica 2, although I'm trying not to talk about that so much because, you know, I'm playing Subnautica 1, not 2. Let's turn all of this into scrap. Well, sorry, turn all the scrap into titanium and we should be set. I realised that I don't actually have the inventory space for the required quartz, but now I do. I have the water, we're set. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 2 quartz to a glass. I seem to remember that being the ratio. Here we go. Ooh, spooky. So I'm just curious about what I can make. So we can make titanium ingot now. Awesome. Lubricant we already have. Lead we have. I can't remember what goes into a power cell, but we should be fine for that as well. Sorry for being so relaxed today. I'm genuinely tired. I'm way too tired for this. I'm excited for Storyteller though. That's going to be so fun to play through. I've been seeing little clips of it and I've had to try so hard to avoid any sort of spoilers, which is surprising because I didn't really think of it as a big game. I hope it's a big game, you know. I hope they're successful, but at the same time it doesn't come across as one of those like really popular games. Anyway, I'll grab the lead from here. Trying to think about what I need to do with in terms of general work as well. Also, I have all the stuff for that. That's kind of funny. I'll take the silicone rubber for that, and then I can justify taking these 2 batteries. And there we go. We have a power cell. I should also grab the sea moth depth module, which I thought was in this first one, but I guess is in the second one, just so we can immediately upgrade it. I think one of the first places I might go... I was going to say back into those caves, but I'm pretty sure I scanned everything. But, mushroom forest, I think. That's the safe bet, because I think... Did I get... I hate that I can't open my inventory when I'm on that. Did I get at least the power cell charger? I feel like I got a charger fragment, but... my memories could genuinely just be scrambled. No, I did. I got half a power cell charger, nothing else. So if I get the rest of that, at the very least, the sea moth is a renewable power source.
Is a fast, safe mode of transport.
Oh, flip, yeah.
But remember that swimming is good for
Oh,
your
flip,
gills
yeah.
and endorphin
I'm gonna get in.
levels.
Gonna get in straight away. We're gonna enjoy this as hell. Woo! Oh, that's cool. I forgot I need to get out to put the upgrade in, but it's always lovely to make little bits of progress like that. So now I guess I'll just go straight over to the mushroom forest. I think there's one out the back here. I tried getting to the mushroom forest in the last stream and I somehow completely bypassed it. Found the island. I want to see the sea treaders. That's something I haven't done in a very long time. Okay, this feels vaguely mushroom foresty, or I don't know. It feels like it would lead into a mushroom forest. I've also got to keep an eye out on fragments still. Even this close to the center, there could be some stuff I haven't got. I'm tempted to go back to the I'm tempted to go back to the Aurora to get stuff like maybe the stasis rifle if I haven't unlocked that, but I also can't remember genuinely using that outside of testing when it was first added to the game. To you too. I hate those little spade fish. How much they destroy everything you have. There we go, mushroom forest. Good news, guys. I think I scanned the jelly ray already, or at least I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. Is that... okay. That's nothing too special. Also, does moving diagonally actually make you does moving diagonally actually make you go faster? I'm really curious about that because I've always done it, but I actually don't know. Lithium we don't necessarily need yet. I'm on the lookout for fragments, really. And any other interesting caves or sort of formations. Really, I just want to explore. And I want to explore without taking damage every 2 seconds, so if I find moonpool fragments, I'll be very happy. I'm pretty sure all of these... oh, I was gonna say that's Cyclops hull fragment, but there you go, that's our moon pool unlocked.
New blueprint
Woo.
acquired.
Again. I thought those were real people screaming outside. That was so far to my left. What is that? Is it you? Wait, what did I just pick up? Fungal sample. Is this technically inside a tree? Is this inside a mushroom tree and that's why it's damaging me? If so, that is not cool. That is not cool, Subnautica. I'm gonna not bother with repairing it at the moment. I'm taking so much damage every few seconds. I cannot be bothered. But I want to come out of this with a power charger or something of worth. Because, ooh, I was going to say, as cool as that was, the moon pool isn't what I came for. But this wreck looks like it might be interesting. Oh my! These things really need a self-repair mode. I would kill to have a self-repair mode. This looks really promising though. That is a power cell charger. There we go. Okay, we've hit my goal. I would turn back, but I think it'll be interesting to explore these a little bit. And also to enjoy the cool music of having unlocked things. Guess I'll take the bench. I feel like I want to do a little bit more base building, but I'm not sure if I actually will have a proper chance to. As in, like, before I progress too much in the game. I don't have a light stick. I know that much. This feels like somewhere that should have another route. Maybe that door unlocks from the other side, or I'm blind and missing something really obvious. Before I go through there, I'm going to refill on oxygen. I think the safest thing to do is to just make sure I'm fully stocked up before going exploring into this. Or is it just not as interesting as it looks from the outside? Because this looks like it would have a lot of stuff, but I'm not necessarily seeing anything. It does not look like it. I'm going to give one more check down here because this is a weirdly big corridor to have nothing at all in it, but it could literally just have been there for the light stick, and I think that may be the case. Okay. Well, I'm happy. I'm gonna quote-unquote go back to base now, and by that I mean continue exploring, because, I mean, I don't really have a lot of the stuff I need. I can get more scrap, but there's no harm in exploring the world. I always thought these would lead to, like, weird or wiggly underground cave networks, but I guess they just don't, and I was fantasizing a lot as a kid. Nah, it makes me sound like a kid if every time I talk about that I have a voice crack. Oh, so relaxing. Well, this is a cool looking place. I mean, it can go deeper, so it doesn't seem like there would be much harm in having a little look. I love reefbacks so much. And I want to double check I scanned you. And did I scan you? I think I scanned you. I'm surprised they're not interfering with the scanner at all. Also, I don't think they're aggressive. I just think I accidentally touched it. As far as I'm aware, these guys are basically passive. These guys also are passive. I mean, they're not passive towards vehicles, but they're passive towards people. They don't really care. Although I don't know if the if this virus would change that, which it looks like it might actually. Unless I'm just wrong, I could swear they were passive towards people. I do have my first aid kit, so I'm set. Or is it because I was scanning it? I don't know, because the other one didn't. Regardless, I'm gonna get that scan. Scan myself, and then go in. We should be fine. I'll stick close to the bottom. Ooh, did not like that sound. I will take one of these as a sample. Oh, sorry about the lag. There we go. Ugh. I feel bad for this sea moth. I just got it and it's being beaten up left, right, and center. That's okay. We'll get a little bit deeper. Assuming I either have or can get a way to farm them relatively quickly, we should be set. I should also probably pick up these. And ruby. What? I should scan all of these actually. I do think most of these can be farmed, so... I hate that thing so much. Sorry, I just got given a drink. That's pretty cool. Ah, instantly burnt my tongue. That's okay, I'll give it a minute. I'll give it a few minutes, maybe. Yeah. Always hate that, 'cause it never feels that bad, and then a few seconds later you realise how much it's burning.
Warning.
That's okay, though. Oh.
Hull damage
Oh, going way below that crush depth. I should pay more attention. And up. It's such a cool place. I wish I could explore it more, but I guess we're just sort of locked behind needing to make the sea moth a lot better. Which we will do. We'll get there. One day. I should also break these open. I don't remember what's in them. Lithium. Oh yeah, shale. I think that has diamond, lithium, and I can't remember the other thing. Whew, tongue's recovering. Do you get anything from hitting these? Was it like creep vines where you, get anything? No. Doesn't look like it. Okay. They're just kind of there for the oil. They're not there for anything else. I mean, that's alright. Not everything needs multiple uses, but I would have appreciated it. Anything on these islands, maybe? One thing I'm realizing is the story of Subnautica is such a slow burn compared to Below Zero. Below Zero is very one, then the other, then unlock a ton of stuff. This is slow. Sorry, that was me rolling my chair into the microphone stand again. Anytime you hear anything like that, it's going to be either me kicking it or my chair. See, these feel like they should have something hidden or new. That's why I want to explore inside. I want to look in more caves. I want to go in places that I wouldn't have necessarily thought about. Oh, yeah, no, you're not friendly. Neither are you. So is this just like a pretty little... I think this is just a pretty little place to hide out. I don't think there's anything crazy here. I will scan the bone shark though. May as well get that little guy out of the way. Please don't turn around and attack me. I like it when you're friendly. And you're a cave crawler. Yep, that's just a regular cave crawler. No variants here, just the lighting. Also, why did I suddenly move? That felt like I moved so fast all of a sudden. I guess not. Maybe not. Let's keep looking through islands. So is this an exceptionally big one? Yeah, okay. So they might not necessarily all have something in them, but that does make me feel like there could be. At least my fingers are crossed for it. What's that? Is that another island? Oh, another cave here. Here we go. I may as well pick up the ruby. I actually don't know how useful ruby is, but... this island did not look this big from the outside. But I guess I do know where to get, like, all of the ruby in the game. Are these anything? Because I couldn't hit it before. Okay, so it's a, it's kind of like a one-time shell sample for if you're making water. I can't think of any other cases where the, where it might need to be used. Oh, and instant dark. There's such a jarring transition of environments. Yeah, this thing is huge. Can I scan these? Ancient floaters. I can indeed. I think my current I would say my current plan is to get the moon pool and then to build a charger, but I've unlocked the recipes for those, so I'm basically set as far as that's concerned. I need to check out the broadcast locations. That's what I said I was going to do, and I definitely should do that before I get too distracted. Here we go. Turn left. I think this is the way I was going. Oh, hello, Wreck. Are you a new Wreck? I think this might be a new Wreck. Yeah, this isn't the one I went to before. Oh, there is new stuff here.
Erosion patterns on the land masses suspended here suggest they once floated on the surface.
So, did the floaters get eaten? Do they get weaker over time? Or did they get heavier? Did something... Oh. Well, so I would have said maybe it was this, but I'm not seeing ship pieces on all of the... I'm not seeing ship pieces on all of the island. All of the islands. It's an island collective. Anyway, let's hop in here and let's have the little look-see inside. If I can get this in a fair bit, maybe it'll be safe from the evil guys trying to destroy it. Because I would like to keep the same sea moth. That would make me happy at least. You are not all that. I actually don't know how much health these guys have, or if I could even have a chance at hurting them, but I just... tired of the idea of going in and just coming back with nothing. We already have that. Let's open the door. Always feels like I'm about to be jump scared. I know there isn't one, but every time it feels like that's going to be a jump scare. We've got a little planter, so we can actually start planting some of the stuff we have, which is not much, because I think most of it goes out in the ocean. Unless the plant pots can be put outside. I never really considered that.
New blueprint acquired.
Boom. I do love that sound, but it's a little bit silly when you're hearing it back to back. Just over and over again. Let's see, prawn suit grappling arm, 102, checking the oxygen. I think we're fine. Even if the sea moth does get destroyed, which I doubt, we should be able to easily go to the surface. Okay, so we've got basically everything in a straight line. I'll need to come back with a laser cutter. Oakley dokley. Ooh, straight through, and what's your health like? Oh, didn't get damaged. Kind of shocking. Thought it would have been. Let's go through. I'd like to do more of a proper stream later once I'm emotionally recharged and recovered. I think that'll be quite nice to go through, but for now it's a good little wind down for the end of the day. Also, there is no reason for most of this game to blind you the way it does. There we go. Sealed door, broken. And there's a little guy in there. Don't mind me, sorry, I was just checking something. I'm just surprised there's a whole fish in here. How did they even get in? I don't see anything, any way for it to have gone in. But we do get a full prawn suit fragment, so that's pretty good. And this is Cyclops fire suppression system. Would be cool if I, had a Cyclops. Could use that. The Outer Worlds is going to be really interesting. I've not played too many games like that before. The closest one would be, well, probably New Vegas, made by the exact same people. Ow, swim charge fins. That's also awesome.
New blueprint acquired.
This feels like an exit, so I'm going to trust my feelings and open this door despite my low oxygen levels. Yes, it is. Awesome. We can look back to this little guy. and we made our way entirely around the U. Did I even bring food though? I'm worried that I never really considered food when I was prepping to go out. I remember looking for nutrient blocks, but I didn't actually get them for some reason. Also, I didn't realize I was this close to a precipice. I mean, I guess a kilometer isn't that close, it's not close, but I wouldn't have expected that necessarily. Also, this looks like a big enough island to have a little cave system, maybe? No. Okay. That's fine. That's also fine. Since I'm keeping this one, relatively short... As I said, since I'm keeping this one relatively short, I'll probably just finish a few basic tasks, get stuff like the aquarium set up, and then hop off. Not going to do it for too long. It's like a little mini-sode. A mini-sode where I am tired, which is probably closer to the energy of the original... Yeah, I've already been here. Closer to the energy of the original Below Zero streams when I was streaming at like 5 AM. It's kind of funny to think about. Just waking up that early. Also, that is quite far away. How far away are you? 1,200. 1,300. I'll probably go to Second Officer Keen's broadcast location. Last broadcast location. I think it'll be the closer one to the base. Sorry, fish. Ugh, gotta almost triangulate the position of my base nowadays. But here we are. That sounds like it got damaged. What is it getting damaged on? Because I don't see a spadefish anywhere. I don't see any rocks. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing to get that broken.
Captain.
To break that so often. We got the moon pool, which we probably won't do immediately, just because that requires 20 titanium. Don't have an aquarium, so I actually can't make that. So it looks like we will actually be making the moon pool. I wasn't really thinking about doing that. Also, I realized I didn't even sort my own items properly. Anyway, I wasn't really thinking about making a moon pool. But since it looks like I can't make an aquarium, I'll probably have to do that. I'll keep all these in here though. The main thing is I need to remember to actually use them and not just leave them there the whole time. There we go, titanium ingot. Hopefully we have enough for 2, but I really doubt it. How many more do we need? 5 more. Oakley dokley. Also, I should 100% be using those. If I don't have a nutrient block, I can pick up a peeper or something. There you go, little guy. You're going to be my dinner. You're also going to be my dinner. You're my little fishy friends. Also, this looks way deeper than I would expect. Oh, it's just perspective. I thought that was a really deep cave for a moment, but I guess not. This game almost feels like Star Citizen to me, in terms of how I play it. It's just so calming. I like to set active goals, but I just sort of get into it, and it's such an immersive soundscape. But hey, now it's daytime, can actually see all of the scrap, and I am painfully aware of the power level ticking down on my Sea Glide. So I'm gonna head back, hopefully before that dies. Hey, and when I'm out from my base, not using the sea moth, I'll have that as an actual point of reference rather than being forced to use camera 2 and camera 1 that somehow went on a trek all the way over there.
Intake recommended.
I know the calorie intake recommended. I would intake the calories if I had them. That's why I have the peepers on me. I'll check if I have any more nutrient blocks though. I just think I've been spoiled by Below Zero giving me a nutrient block every 2 seconds. Yeah, I was. No problem though. Hello, Aquatica. Or Aquatica, depending on how you would say that.
Vital signs stabilizing.
I'm gonna get this done. Won't take too long. We'll get through this. It's not gonna be the end of the world. We already have one titanium ingot. I'll turn the rest into titanium anyway, just so we have it, because it is daytime and the solar panel can handle it. But we're not going to use that right now. I think I already... Oh, sorry, being loud. I think I already have the 2 lead I need. But I can also get that fairly easily. There we go, there's 2 lead. The lubricant is the 1 creepvine seed cluster. Can I make an exterior thing so I can just start planting them? I was wondering if these interior modules could be placed outside. I know they can't here, but maybe on a foundation. Also, foundations use lead. I do not remember that. Here we go. Can we... No. Okay, so we're not going to have any creep vines or any of the other stuff I've collected close. That's okay, though. We'll get there. Just gotta keep making this. If it weren't so fast, relatively speaking, to break down the scrap, I would probably make multiple fabricators. I just don't think that's worth the time investment, especially this early on. Also realizing that I need to charge up my little sea glide very soon. It'll probably die on the way to get the creepvine. I'm hoping some of the music kicks in soon. It's one of my favorite things about the game. Hello, Bubbles. I think you can grow these. Oh, it's so cool. Reminds me of brain coral in real life, although I know that's like a yellowish sort of a colour. And I believe you can feed stalkers peepers. And I don't know if they do anything with that or if they just become passive for a while, but that's definitely... It'd be fun to try and collect the eggs and actually get a farm going. I know, I get the aquariums. I've often had the eggs, but I've never released them or done much with them after. And that's something I would like to change, especially with getting that aquarium set up, although I might need to do a big aquarium for some of those creatures. I do know they have a size limit. Now, there's our lubricant, and in terms of where to place it, I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, that's one of my goals. I wanted to collect all of their eggs. Although, as far as I'm aware, you can't pick them up, so once they're placed, you're kind of done. I was tempted to place the moon pool here off to the side, but initially I wanted to do it here. I just kind of think that's more fitting for an observatory. Also, how many connectors can you have? Are there 4 on each side? I never even really thought about that. I just didn't expect it to be so connected. But that's our power trouble sorted. We don't even need to make... Oh, but... There we go. I was gonna say we don't even need to make the, don't even need to make the power cell charger, but I'm just destroying my own base. That is 1 lithium, 3 titanium. I'm so glad I picked up a couple of lithium when I was adventuring outside. Because I'd usually ignore that thing because I didn't think it would be used for anything important.
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
Well, there we go. That's what we're just going on about. The, adopting a pet. Not sure where they are, but I will be keeping an active eye out for them. Because I want to have... I think there's 5 of them. And I want to end up with all of them in the game. I would put that there if the game let me. I guess I need to finish this first. There we go. Hurry, hurry, hurry. And we're fine. Awesome. We are officially fine. I'll probably get the... I'm going to put a window there, I think, because that's just a really cool spot. But we're set. I'll just make sure to actually reinforce this base a little bit more. Where should one go? One thing I'm always worried about is just blocking off potential window spots. Which is kind of dumb, but... no, I already have someone that they'll be whispering over my shoulder to pester me
Hull integrity
about getting them.
restored.
I know one of them's in a
Draining
mushroom
systems
forest
initiated.
cave. And that's about it. Anyway, let's dump... I'll make one more of those. What was I going to dump? Oh yeah, empty batteries. I don't need those anymore. I wish there was a cheaty way to recharge batteries, because power cells, you cycle them through... You cycle them through the sea moth that's just in the moon pool. But I don't think you can do that with batteries. I don't think there's anything that can be batterized like that. I'll also put that there because I could see myself attaching a room going back, like a, I don't know, a control room. I don't know if that's in this game. But we're set. We have a moon pool with minimal drama. Minimal. I didn't even lose the sea moth, shockingly. I did not realize how much damage everything did to it though. And I can't name it. But I'm gonna wait for it to charge and then I'll go straight to the second, I think it was second officer Keen. Actually progress this story for once. Also, how am I... This feels really unfair. I feel like I'm non-stop damaging the sea moth, and I have no idea what's causing that. Also, can I not repair it in here? No, of course not. Of course you have to have checked it out, and I'll probably... Oh no!
All systems online.
Oh, I hope that isn't why I took damage. Whoops. Here we go, no damage, all in. Very nice. Honey tea. Bioreactor all filled up. Awesome. Still chugging off those. I still don't know what happened to that egg. Again, I'm assuming it just took the egg as it was cycling and it was pure coincidence, but also I don't know if eggs just do nothing. Also, I should check for these. Is there anything we necessarily need? If we're short on silver or gold, no, I'll set it to metal salvage, I think. I love all the shaders in this game. Now, second officer Keen. I should probably bring some kind of food source, so I'll probably grab a peeper and some salt and then see if I can cure that. It is peeper and salt, yep. Hey, what's crazy? Oh, I have a HUD chip. I forgot about that. Oh, that's neat. Oh yeah, no, I know about... Oh, another signal. I know about that. I'm just worried. I don't want to have to redo the base later. I want to look back at it and go, yeah, I'm happy that I didn't have to change anything. Also, you two are going in the fabricator. As soon as I get to salt. I feel like I'm progressing very quickly, but also very slowly at the same time. It's an interesting feeling to have. I guess I get that with every game though, because I really want to take my time and go through everything. But then at the same time I feel kind of bad if I'm not non-stop making progress, and a lot of the time that can lead to missing small things. But there's the salt 1, and there's the salt 2. We now have a salt. I'm gonna turn off that scanner though. I would take the HUD chip off, but I don't want it to just take up spots in my inventory. Good to remember that I have that though. Because I keep having to remember to not change my mind on tasks. I was going to go and investigate that wreckage or signal, whatever it's going to be with the sea moth. I'm not going to do metal yet. Oh yeah, that's right. Fish to cure, and then we go. I'm going to make an executive decision to ignore that alert I have right now, because I've been getting so many, and I wouldn't like the story to progress too much while I'm still trying to figure out the basics. So do I not have any more water? I could swear I put an extra bottle away, but I probably drank it. Yeah. Yeah, this game's really annoying for me, because it's so relaxing, but so eclectic in all the things you can do, so it's really hard for me to not fall asleep in a bad way, but it's just so relaxing. Also, I think with the, I'm going to be stuck looking at the back if I get a console on. Anyway, Second Officer Keen. Over and over, telling myself that. There we go, Second Officer Keen. Ah, here we go. No, it's with any game. I set myself one mental task. I did see they're making plushies, and I wish I had the money to afford them right now. Although the bladderfish one really annoyed me because they kept in all of the marketing materials it's sideways for some reason. If they had a hoverfish, I would have 100% bought that immediately. The Reaper's kind of cool though. I wanted to make it a habit out of buying little mementos for the things I enjoyed, but you know, you need money. And I need to settle first. I got the Steve and the Creeper, I think, for the Minecraft movie. I'm gonna look over my shoulder. I got a Godot plushie, and I got... Oh yeah, I did actually get Subnautica thing. I got the Keep Calm Kitty poster. It's like a meter-tall poster on my wall now. It's to the left of my monitor. But I do want to get more video game stuff and things related to my hobbies, because right now, if you walk into a lot of my spaces, you can't tell what I like. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. That's a very missed opportunity, as far as I'm aware. Oh, this is spooky. But yeah, having a thing called a cuttlefish and they don't turn it into a marketable plushie, that is... I think there's probably a few other things in the game that could have... But I can't really think of any. I think Below Zero lends itself a lot better to like cuddly plushies. Especially with stuff like the Snow Stalkers and the, I'm struggling with the names. I just finished Below Zero, that's what made me want to go back and play the original. And I think we found it. Is this going to be down in the caves with the crab snakes, where we got the magnetite before? No. Yeah, I like Ghostbusters, but the memories of it are so vague nowadays for me, because it's been so many years since I watched it. I haven't watched any of the new ones either, and I've heard about all the cool production stuff that's going on.
Integrating
oh yeah, the
PDA
penguins.
data.
Yeah, the baby ones specifically. This is a very lithium-rich place. This looks like exactly the kind of place a cuttlefish egg would be. Also, I heard I need to get one of you as base defense, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to hope they can't shoot me through the eye stalk, but now I see there's a few of them, so there's not really a safe space. Oh, there's so many cool things I want to scan. I just don't want to get too hurt. Oh, I don't remember this place for some reason. It's very pretty.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Oh, what's this one? I hate the way it cuts out though. To all the crew, if you're reading this, you've followed the automatic distress signal broadcast by the lifeboats of the computer. Forced to evacuate. Okay. Rendezvous coordinates at the landmass. Okie dokie. Oh no. I just remembered earlier it said, how was it with the cave crawlers? It said there were remnants of human tissue found in them. I really hope that's not going to be in that same place. Where's the rendezvous? That looks like the rendezvous point, dryland. Oh, this is definitely going to be in the place where I got the one. Oh yeah, the seal. I can't remember what it's called, but that is my favorite creature in Below Zero. And I feel like it would make a really good hugging pillow, because it has so many little flippers that go along that you could wrap your arms around. This is the oh wait, no, this isn't the island I was at before. This is a different island. Huh. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Well, I guess they didn't rendezvous in the end, and I was right about the flesh thing linking to them. I never would have realized that was connected.
Integrating new.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms.
I wish
make contact with the
I
other
wish they had
survivors.
subtitles in this for the voice logs.
We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command.
Okay, I'm going to read through this. Some are faster
Multiple
reading than
energy
this.
signatures on the island's surface.
Receives the rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted transmission from Altaria. Intercepted by Leviathan-class Predator. I'm assuming that's going to be a Reaper. Consider CTO and I lost at sea. Ever see a giant leprous pillow? I have not. I'm definitely going to explore this island, though. That is something I will have seen. Well, at least by the time I'm done with it. I should stop turning around so much. The microphone's very directional and it's pointed at my face. You can definitely hear. I would love to, one thing that I'm really interested in is they're opening up they're opening up an IKEA here, and I really want to get that giant bear. It's like a person-sized bear plushie. I have the whale, I have the shark, the bear is required. Gotta get some land animal rep. Ah, this place is so cool. Well, aside from the broken ankles, I would probably love to go camping here. It just has such a nice vibe. I wonder if they went anywhere. I don't know, I feel like this is the kind of thing that you get from going on a trip somewhere, or just finding the perfect reference. It's not very foresty, but it feels almost familiar and earthly, which might not be the best thing for an alien planet, but I love it. Also, why is it called the voxel shrub? I'm really curious about that. An angular appearance to the leaf, which grows exclusively on land. Huh. I guess it does kind of look low poly. Guess that's what they mean by voxel shrub. Wonder if there's any other major food sources here that I can farm. These Jaffa? No. I know there's a Jaffa cup. I love collecting stuff like that. That's what I mean. I just want to have stuff lying around that just looks cool, so people walk in, they're like, oh, you like that too? Ah. This is a little bit different from what I was expecting. I was hoping for Jaffa cups. Can I eat these at least? Can I eat the mushroom? No. Okay. Huh. Okay. Well, there's the base up there we can scan. They'll definitely be useful. I just thought this would be an easier way up. Can I eat these? No. Is there a reason for this? Oh, I guess it would be for decorating the inside. It's just weird that you can't eat a lot of them. I wish so much more stuff in this game was scannable. Hello, spooky base. Well, I do always have the secondary task of looking for my, video thumbnail. That would be it. That's a pretty good marker of my progress. Can we do anything with this? No. It's just kind of here. It's just kind of casual. It's just chilling. That's okay. We won't question it. I'll just go up and scan the decrepit-looking rusty sea bases on the top. Again, as I said, I have to almost remind myself to talk with this game because it's so relaxing. I'm surprised there's not a 10-hour video of just Subnautica island ambience to study and relax to. It's so good. I wonder how many of them are stock sounds and how many are just put together by the sound designers on the team. Because I'm curious if this is just a sound pack loop they got, or if they actually made it themselves. Either way, it does fit really well. I just wish we got to see some of these bugs or birds that we're hearing all the time. Is this called a bulb tree? I remember something being a bulb tree. Oh, there's a little farm out here. Hello. Oh, these are the Jaffa cups. They look kind of tasty. I wonder how they taste. The PDA might have a description. No. Okay. There is no information on how they taste. Maybe they taste like oranges. I should also... Small marble melon. Hello. I'll also take one of these so I can grow it later. I should probably eat one of those as well. I'll eat the big guy. So I think that's a very good food source. I would love to farm here. I think they have the right idea setting it up on the hill, so whenever you're farming in the morning, you just have the nice ocean view. I mean, it's not very nice if you think about what's out there, but... yeah, I'd love that stuff. Hopefully they didn't glitch out the way I did. I'd hate to be thrown around like that. So there's that one peak to the island, but I'm going to keep following the path, because I'm seeing stuff that I feel like I don't know, I wouldn't have expected. I wonder how many places there are like this. I would love to find a sparsely cluttered island like this to walk around on. Because this again, one of the reasons it feels artificial is just how empty the island is. That something like this would either be basically dead or covered. And it might have been a technical limitation, but... Well, there's another thing down there. Hell yeah, we're set. I'd just kill to go for a walk. This is partly why I'm wishing I played the game in VR. It'd actually give it a, Yeah, I got the little guy. I'm just, It's partly why I wish I'd done this in VR, so I could get a proper sense of scale. I used to go hiking a lot, and one of my least favourite things was on the harder trails, there'd be bits where you have to scale an almost vertical wall, or you're walking across like the thinnest little thing with huge drop-offs to either side. And I remember hating it, but part of me still misses that feeling. And I wonder if there's any walks like that I can do nearby. That'd be very fun to go on again. Hello, bulkhead. Hello, base. Hello, Chinese potato. Again, though, wishing they would up the scan speed. Still don't know if that was a lie I was told, that the scanning's a lot faster on mobile. I don't know, it feels like something that would be done. It probably was done for, like, mobile people. What was that I could scan? Chinese potato. Do you hit this thing to get its seeds? Or are you stuck with the, big ones? Yep, you're just stuck with the big one. Well, I'll eat that and take the extra one since I am starving slightly. Hello, Timothy. Are you the real Tim, or are you a fake Tim?
Integrating new PDA data.
Also, when you're saying in terms of how long the island would last, if you talk about this island, how long would it last? Also, do I already have an observatory? Oh, yeah, I do already have an observatory. I got it from the Degassi base in the caves, I think. Yeah, do you know how long it would last? Oh, your name's okay. Voice crack again. My name's Tim. Yeah, your name's Tim. Well, 'cause there's the other Tim that's been missing the live streams every time, and he keeps leaving the sad comments saying that he missed them. And I try to keep the timing relatively consistent. But, you know, that's okay. I don't really have a schedule. I'm not a streamer. I do this to relax. I do it for fun. Also, it's funny how you're like #1 already. Oh, stasis rifle. I was talking about this before. I like stuff like the stasis rifle, conceptually, but I've just never really thought of a proper use for it that isn't just abusing the game, at least in my mind. Also, is this a different kind of planter? Indoor grow bed. I'm surprised they're not just repurposed between the inside and the outside. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, how do they know the chunks are coming off? I'm not doubting your sources, but how do they know that chunks are coming off? If I go under, are they like... Oh. Stop that. If I go under, are there like rock chunks falling off that you can see? How many times have I played this? I do not know. That's a very hard question to answer. I plead the fifth. I think the question is, how many times have I played this and taken my time? And the answer to that would be, I also don't know. Oh yeah, I need to go down here. I don't know, there's so many things you just sort of miss or forget or don't pay attention to, and I want to make sure I go through everything thoroughly this time. I'll eat a few of these potatoes. Yeah, I will. I'll look after. I just want to check this place out. Flip, yeah, got another tablet.
Integrating new PDA
Thought that was like
data.
a weird flattened titanium for a second. This place has to have an entrance though, right? We already got the stasis rifle, so I got the 2 titanium. That's very clean. And I assume this is the way to get up the top, and that would be another alternate entrance. Ultra glide fins! I'm not going to use them! I already unlocked swim charge. If you screw... That is a good idea, although I probably need to get the grab trap to hold the cameras in place if I can, because they keep taking the... They take each individual camera and just keep swimming away from them.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since...
Sorry, I've got to stop that. I'm interested in the PDAs. I just want to go and check out the bottom of the island right now. I also need to make a torch. I always keep telling myself I'm going to, and then I never do. Let's dive in. Should be safe. I got brief flashbacks to whatever that one meme edit with Pyrocynical was of jumping in, I think, Far Cry. Oh, there's some. Oh, those are... Yeah, no, those are huge chunks of rock. I mean, with broken text... Oh, there they go. I mean, there's also the assumption that the whole island is breaking up and this isn't just the weaker bits that are losing their mass, but yeah... That does look unreasonably fast for an island to have been there, especially for even just a basic tree to grow. Oh yeah... That is true. I usually fill my inventory with air bladders. I haven't done that today, but I think they give you like 10 seconds of oxygen each, which granted isn't as efficient, but I think it stops me getting too comfortable. Also, I'm going to go straight down because I haven't really looked underneath. I think it's just bulbs. But yeah, going down. As I said earlier, one of the things I really want to do is just go and see the... one thing I want to go and see are the sea treaders, because I feel like I just haven't since they were added. Ooh, spooky, ominous music for a place filled with happy guys, as far as I'm aware. Also, yes, what's this fun fact only you know? I'm gonna raise my eyebrow at that. I am raising my eyebrow at that. I'm suspicious because I'd be surprised. Ow. Hoopfish. Hello, hoopfish. This had better be verifiable. It better be a fact that you can look up and there's solid evidence for. Okay, that sounds like a big technical feat beyond the scope of a game from 2014. And I feel like I would have seen that. Especially because you would not only need to move the bases, but the island. All the static props would need to be made dynamic props, unless you deleted everything, which would be laggy, and replaced it with a single mesh that moved down. But again, you'd be losing out on the, on all the base pieces, and... I mean, you can tell the rocks is a repeating pattern. I would be willing, I would almost be willing to verify that.
Warning.
Oh, plus you can increase the in-game speed anyway. You can run the equivalent of 500 hours. I just feel like if that is something that has been shown online, that would be a mod. Gurgur shutting down free thought. I'm gonna look that up just to just to be evil. Again, because that just seems like such a big technical feat. No, it doesn't. Apparently. So it would be modded. And raised eyebrow. Again, I've not really heard of anyone doing that. Oh, I keep forgetting about that. I've not really heard of too many people doing stuff like that, mainly because the mesh stuff's so hard to work with, and people struggle to even apply textures and collisions properly, as far as I'm aware. Especially with existing meshes and editing them out, because the game's not... Okay, give me a sec, reconnecting, here I am. Apparently I disconnected. I'm hoping the live stream didn't go dead. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, you'll see that actually in the chat window. That'll be up for a while. So the thing I set up, it's all custom scripts, leave stuff on screen for like 30 seconds. So, oh, I'm so glad it didn't shut off. I had that with Below Zero. I was like mid-building, and it just ended the stream. Had a weird glitch once created was hotspot during all small wildlife. Weird. That'd be kind of fun to do on purpose, though. I might have to end the stream. I was hoping to go a little bit longer, and my network's typically fine, but for some reason it says it's struggling to connect to YouTube, despite this being a 1080p shrimple stream. Also, where's my base? Yeah. Don't they have 10,000 health? And where is my base? Oh, have they taken the cameras really far away? I could swear it was by camera too, so it should be in this direction maybe. As I said, I need to get a beacon set up at my base so I'm not relying on the cameras that keep being stolen. Oh boy. Hey, it's still played for an hour though. Ah, there it is. There's my little base. I'm going to repair this quickly. And also sneeze. I flipped my mouse upside down in the rush I was making to turn down the microphone so it wouldn't blast out your ears. Anyway, as I said, I've had a very tiring day. I'm going to come back and do this in the future when I have a bit more energy. I just wanted to do something to unwind for myself today. And I think that I have managed to do that. I achieved a few goals. I should also probably listen to the broadcast. I have been putting that off the whole time. I also need to make more storage because that is running out scarily quick. And when I say scarily quick, there's only 2 of them, but I'll take that and drop that there. And then this was going to be dedicated titanium storage, but I just haven't been getting that much titanium. I guess I need to put a little bit more time into actually going out and doing that. Well, let's listen to this.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. We should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Okay, well, you know, that actually... I would love to go later, but I don't want it to be too late. I think I should probably end it here. So I can get to sleep early. Sorry about that. But hey, at least I made solid progress. I can point to stuff like the moon pull, and I can say, look, I did it. I made a Seamoth, I unlocked all sorts, I got the keys. So the next time I come back, I will be doing that again. So thank you to the people who checked in. Sorry about the stream disconnecting for some reason. And I'm going to head out. Goodbye, everyone.